So, guys, this is Ugo Iglet once again, and you guys know how we do it. Today, I have somebody who is special to us, and not only that, we are happy to be part of her journey. It's going to be emotional because the reason why I brought her in is because I remember my senior brother about 20 years ago. He has eye problem, but because we don't have money, it's not only about we don't have money. It's also about you don't have money and there are nobody to help out. So fortunately, before the help could come, the eyes are badly damaged, and this is how my senior brother ended up being blind. And whenever I see somebody who is having eye problem, I try to, relate with my brother. And I know that maybe then 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 will have helped my brother. But today, he lives almost 20 years now without him seeing. You can imagine, born with your eyes, seeing everything moving around as you want, going around, and suddenly you cannot move again without somebody helping you out. So this is the story of my senior brother. But right now, I'm with somebody who I want to introduce to you guys. She wants to share her story and how we eventually came into her life. So once again, I'm here with no other person than Favor. So, Favor, can you introduce yourself to us, please?
Okay, first of all, I'm happier to be here. My name is Favor Uchioma Dike. I'm from Abia State. I'm a Nigerian Beninese because I spent most of my life in Benin Republic. Yes, I'm 25. Yes, that's basically that.
Good. Okay, Favor,
Yes, sir.
we are here because of one thing.
Yes.
Because of your eyes. Did you start having this eye problem from childhood or?
Okay, so the first memory of the eye defects was when I was around 9 or 10. At that moment, first of all, my cousin, I have an elder cousin, he started wearing glasses. And I thought it was, at that time, I thought it was cool. I thought it was fun to wear glasses. So somehow I started wishing I wanted to wear glasses. But I know it was not my wish that gave me the eye problem, because it was later on I found out that the eye defect was a hereditary something from both my father and my mother's side. From my mother's side, her mother uses glasses, her father uses glasses, her elder sister uses glasses. The elder sister's two children uses glasses. So later on I found out that it was a genetic something. And I would say it started when I was around 9, 10. I noticed I stopped seeing things from far. The things had to be close, but then the proximity I had to stay wasn't that bad. So along the line, it got to a point where it became very bad. So I developed the eye problem around 9, and I started using glasses by 14, when I was 14. So I realized it was already bad, because I remember going to the optician after the test. He looked at me and asked me, how have I been seeing all along? So I didn't really take it seriously because I didn't think it was that bad. And yes, that's when I started wearing glasses, 14. But then I didn't wear it I wore it for just 6 months. And even after the 6 months I wore them, I noticed a change. And now I think about it, I think if I had continued wearing glasses from that point, by now I wouldn't even still be wearing glasses. It might have gotten better because that was an early stage. So yes, basically that.
Okay, but can you tell us quickly, why did you stop wearing your glass?
Okay, at 14 I just started a new school, and then my classmates are then, I noticed, for absolutely no reason, or I would say for one reason, because something happened when I think that was my second day in the school. Something happened and I stood up for myself because I didn't want anybody to intimidate me. And then I think it provoked something in them, few of my classmates then, and then they started not physically assaulting me or anything, but then they started passing through ways, because they know that the only way they could destabilize me was to take my glasses off. And one thing about these glasses, people that wear glasses will know, once you start wearing them, you become dependent on them. It fashions it wires your sight. You just have to, you can't stay without wearing these glasses. You just have to wear them. So when they see that anything they are doing is not getting to me, what they'll do is to take my glasses. And when they take them, they'll be like throwing it from one person to the other. I'll be trying to, and the glasses at that time, they were not fashionable at all, because my lenses were very thick because of how bad the eyesight was. So I remember a certain time where they hid the glasses somewhere in the school. I didn't go home with my glasses that day, and throughout that day I was avoiding my mom because I knew she was going to ask about it, because I always have it on. I was avoiding her throughout. When she sees me at home, this thing I'm saying, my mother is not aware. She doesn't know about it. And it's not even, I won't blame her, it's not her fault, because at that moment she was also schooling. She was going to university and she was trying to make ends meet. So I didn't want to be a burden. I didn't want to put it on her, tell her that this is what I'm going through in school or anything. And they'll take my glasses, they'll hide it in the school. I'll have to walk around the school looking for them. I couldn't report to a teacher because I felt like reporting to a teacher or anybody was going to make the situation worse. So I couldn't, I just had to chest it. This thing I'm saying, nobody in my family is aware. So probably when they see this video, that is when they'll know that, oh, this was what was going on. And it really affected my self-esteem, because growing up I was a very bubbly child. People that saw me grow up will know I was bubbly. I was always everywhere. If I'm somewhere, you will know that favor is here. You will just know. But then that thing, it affected me a lot. It didn't affect, because later on, because I think that thing lasted for about a month. I hated going to school. I hated going to school. I would wake up on Monday morning, or on Sunday night, I'll be praying to God to just let me sleep, put me in a coma till Saturday. Let me just sleep. I don't want to go to school. I couldn't tell my mom. My mom, I think she noticed she might not remember, but she noticed my reluctance to go to school by then. But then she just felt like it's just a normal child thing, because we as children at that time, sometimes we will not just want to go to school. So she just felt, I'm sure she felt like it was just a normal thing. So it was very difficult for me. It ruined my self-esteem, because then it was like they were mocking a disability. And I started seeing it as, so assuming I was paralyzed, I used crutches. That means they would have taken my crutches away and hidden it. I'm sure the people now, they might not even remember this, because this happened 10 years ago. And anybody can say, it happened 10 years ago, you should have let it go by now. But some things don't, they say time heals everything, but not everything. Some things don't get healed with time. Some things leave scars, and those scars, they get renewed all the time. And concerning my self-esteem, it ruined it. I became less confident, because I started beating up myself, like, so you have to depend on objects to be able to see. I started beating up myself, and then I stopped wearing glasses, because I felt like if I stopped wearing these glasses, they wouldn't see anything to bully me with. They won't see anything to take away when they want to do whatever thing they want to do. So I think after a while, I'll say they got bored, and then they stopped. But then the trauma didn't stop. It was still there. I felt less that was when my lack of self-confidence started in. I stopped wearing the glasses, and I somehow convinced myself, because I was a serious Christian. I was going to church very well, and I somehow tried to convince myself that God has healed me. I don't need it. Let me just drop it with faith. I told everyone around me that I want to drop the glasses with faith. I don't want to use them again. And they said if that's what I thought was right, then no problem. So every time I want to look at something, I want to do something, I will notice the difficulty. I'll notice that this is you're not saying this thing very well. But then I'll still try to convince myself that, no, you don't need it, you don't need it, you don't need it. And that was how, and I didn't know, later on, I realized that it was actually trauma. I was traumatized, but I didn't know. I didn't even know. I had no idea that this is trauma. This is what trauma looks like. So I dropped the glasses. I'll try to use my eyes to see things, to figure things out. And it was difficult. It worsened. It worsened everything. Since 2015, this is the first time I'm wearing glasses since 2015. And it was up until about 4 years, 5 years ago that I realized that I had to snap out of my delusion. I had to tell myself, no, you are not seeing, you are not okay. Stop pretending like you're okay. And since then, I've been trying. I've been trying to get glasses, but then the country I live in, people that know Benin Republic will know that healthcare there is expensive. So I've been trying. The money was a difficulty, and like I said earlier, I didn't want to. I don't like stressing my mom because I feel she's going through. She's a single mom. I feel she's going through a lot already, and there's this thing people call the elder sister syndrome. We firstborn daughters, we always feel like we are messiahs. We feel like we can fix everything. We feel like we can chest pain and everything. And I think that was one of the reasons why I couldn't report the people that were doing what they were doing in school, because I would rather face disrespect. I'd rather take disrespect, take pain, than to call you out and tell you this thing you are doing, I don't like it. And I know it's bad. I know it's very bad.
Do you think that you of today will do it differently?
Yes. Me of now, thinking about it, now I know that the way I am now, nobody would try it. Nobody would. They wouldn't. I know that the way, if it happened, if I was the way I am now, if I was like that at that time, it wouldn't happen. If on the first encounter I was going to either I would stand up for myself again, or I was going to report.
Because this is bullying, yeah? So what advice can you give somebody who is in that position right now? Because there are people who are receiving the same thing that you received 10 years ago, right now that you are making this video. So what advice can you give that person?
Okay. The first advice I would give is it's easy to say speak out. It's very easy to say speak out, tell somebody, but it's not as easy as it seems. But I'll still say it. Speak out, tell somebody, just talk to one person. Find one person you can tell. Just find somebody to tell, somebody to confide it in, because when you confide such things with people, it lessens the burden. And to be very honest, I've never spoken extensively about it all this time. I've never talked about it. It's something I always bury, I always keep on one side. And I would say I feel lighter. And if you are a parent, I can advise the parents.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, if you're a parent and you notice some odd movements with your child, maybe the child just starts expressing some sort of reluctance in going to school, even if you ask the child, because children will not, it's not every child that will tell you, this is what I'm going through. So I'd advise that sometimes just barge into the school and ask teachers, ask students, just monitor the child, or find somebody to monitor your child, because you don't know, you never know. And when they start forming a hard shell to be able to resist such pain, it doesn't shape them as good people when they grow up. They might think the pain makes them stronger while growing, but then there's side effects, and I think the side effects is much more than the positive side, that's if there are any. So our advice for you that is being bullied, I advise you to speak up, speak to somebody, talk to somebody close to you. No matter how much you are threatened not to talk to anybody about it, I advise you to speak to somebody. If you are close with your parents, talk to your parents. If you have a friend or a pastor or anybody that you can relate what you are going through with, I would advise to do, because talking about it makes it a whole lot better.
Would you say that you not talking, or your Christian belief that you are healed is the reason why your eyes wasn't, because for you, you have belief. You are a Christian, as you said. And because of our belief, we believe that God can do everything. Now, because of that, you refuse to wear it. And also because of the bullying that you were having that time, you refuse also to talk. So now, which one do you think cost you more?
I think it was my silence that did it, because when I was being delusional, I was trying to convince myself that I was healed. A part of me, I would say it was the Spirit of God that was telling me, no, you are not. No. Because the Bible that talks about faith also says faith without works is dead. And God is not a magician. When God wants to do something, God passes through a model. He either passes through, if it is some situation, it passes through people, it passes through objects. And I felt like because of the recovery rate I was at when I was wearing those glasses, I felt like it was actually God that was trying to pass through those glasses at that time to cause speedy recovery. But then I stopped. And I was just hoping for a magic to happen for me to wake up one morning and see my eyes are okay. But it happens for other people. But for me, because everybody's journey is not the same, for me personally, I felt like God wanted me to wear those glasses. God wanted me to have them on. And I stopped being, so later on I found out that it was not God that was telling me drop those glasses. It was my head, or the part of me that succumbed to the bullying, that tried to convince me, because it knew that the only way for me to easily drop those glasses was if it had to attach God to it. So it wasn't my faith. My faith was innocent. My faith cannot be. It was the bullying, because I did not, my silence. Because if I had spoken out, it would have stopped. Maybe even if it didn't stop, I would have changed school or something, or my parents would have come out to confront them, and then I'll still have them on, and it wouldn't. I might not even be wearing glasses till today.
Okay, so a quick one. You said 10 years ago you stopped wearing glasses.
Yes.
Wow. And you saw your eyes getting worse, and you're still keeping that faith that you're already healed. Now, I want to ask your mom, you stay with your mom that time.
Yes.
Didn't she find out that you are not really seeing well?
My mom found out. My mom knew. She knew right from time. Even when I told her that I wanted to stop using the glasses. At first she attached her faith with mine and was telling me, amen, you are healed, amen. But then got to a point where she snapped out of the delusion first. It was like, because sometimes she would tell me, bring this thing, and then I'll see it in my front, I'm looking for it. Then she was like, you're not seeing, no. Then I would say, I'm seeing and seeing. So it got to a point where I had to snap out of the delusion and tell myself I wasn't seeing. And then she would be trying as much as possible to get the glasses to help me with them. And then sometimes when it doesn't work out, she would try to sound apologetic, like she's sorry, she disappointed me. And then I'll tell her, no, it's fine, it's not even that bad. At least I'm not blind, I can see, I can do minor things. So I try to, because my mom worries a lot. My mom can worry a lot. So I didn't want to aggravate it. So I was the one telling her, no, it's not that bad. I can live with it. It's not as terrible. Whenever you get the money, we can just do it. So I kept, sometimes the money will be there, but then there'll be another need. I might tell her, just do that one. That one is more urgent. This one can wait. So that was just it.
Okay. So, and later on, when you decided to wear the glass back, so the problem now is financial.
Yes.
So now, okay, you went and the money was too high. So does it mean that you don't have, even though you don't have the money, is there nobody that you guys are supposed to have? At least, I understand. I said, there is this said, I said, even though I don't have God, please don't allow me to, also not having someone that I can go to that will render that help to me. So in your own case, does it mean that you don't have anybody that can do it for you? Because you know what you are going through.
Okay. Well, I'm closer to my mother's side of the family. They are the only family I know, the only family I consider. And I'll say every one of them have really tried for me. My auntie, my mom's elder sister, their firstborn, she she has helped me a lot. She has done a lot of things for me. And I felt like telling her about this one, because like I said earlier, I hate to be a burden to somebody, because I know she has her own problems, she has her own things to deal with. Telling her about this one felt like I was putting my problem on her. But I know that if I had stressed on how serious it was, she would have done so. Even my auntie Beta, she self, she has tried, she has done her own. But the thing is, I keep convincing people around me that it's not that bad. I can live with it. Even though deep down I know that this is bad. It is that bad.
You just don't want to bother anybody.
I just didn't want to bother anybody. To a point, I started relying on myself. I started saving. I'll tell myself I'll save up to get this, and I'll save and save to get to a particular point. Another urgent need to come up. I'll have to use the money for that one, and then I'll have to start all over from square one.
But you know that you took a lot of risk by not relating to your people how bad this your eyes is. And let's say, as I said, my elder brother, just like what's happened to you, I think also maybe because we don't have money that time, yeah? So he was also in your position. He never wanted to stress people. He was just trying to manage it, until when it got to a situation where there's nothing any man can do. Today now he's blind. He cannot see again. So I think maybe he was also in your situation. But if I ask you to advise people now, because there are people who are also in this situation now, they believe, though, I'm healed. And inside them, they are dying. Just because they don't want to stress anybody. And you might speak to somebody, that person will say, wow, no, I have to do this. So if I ask you to advise people that are in that situation now, what would be your advice?
Health is wealth. There is nothing like health. If you are not in a position where you are challenged health-wise, you would never understand. I always say it's until you fall sick or until you are very, very sick, you will not know how much God is doing for you, keeping you well. So if you are going through a problem, I'm a strong Christian. I believe in God so well. I pray every day. But God is not a magician. God works miracles. He doesn't do magic. So I advise you, faith is good to have faith. Have faith. But faith without works is dead. The Bible says it. Because it is God's own. Because a miracle is like a two-way transaction. You have to do your part, and God has to do his part. So God cannot come down and do his part and do your part too. So you have to do your own part. And your own part will be to go to the hospital, get yourself checked. Then whatever thing you need to do to be sure that you are okay, to be sure that you are healthy, just do it and keep praying. You can pray, you can do it, because to be very honest, how I got convinced that God really wanted me to take classes, because I've been praying about getting classes. I've been praying about it. I've been praying almost every day about it. I'm telling God, I don't know how it's going to happen, but I need the classes, because my poor eyesight has made me lose opportunities. I have lost, in terms of opportunity, I have lost opportunities. I can apply for a job, everything is going smoothly, and then when I see that this will require me to maybe be in front of a computer or in front of a screen, I get discouraged totally, because I can't go and start telling the company that I can't see well, consider me. It's very unprofessional. So it has affected me. I've lost opportunities due to this. So I advise you, if you are feeling any discomfort in any part of your body, especially your eyes, because not being able to see completely is like the whole world is in darkness. And I would say the worst kind of uh, disability is blindness, not being able to see. Because at least if you can see, you can do certain things, you can know what is going on around you. But not being able to see is like being in a room where with all the lights out, you don't even know if there's a chair here, you don't even know if there's a stone here, you just, it's like you're in total darkness. So I'm speaking especially to people who have eye defects. You can please go for a checkup, get medicines, get supplements. If you notice that your vision is getting a bit blurry or something, try as much as possible to get supplements or go to a doctor, because when it is detected early, I believe it can be fixed. Maybe not 100%, but at least 80%, where you might not even need glasses. So have faith but do the work too.
Okay, fast forward. You wanted to, 4 years ago, you wanted to fix it, or you wanted to have glasses, but because of finance, it was difficult. So 4 years after, which is now, so you came to Nigeria. You moved to Nigeria, have you?
Yes.
Now, okay, and then you got a job here.
Yes.
The first day I noticed an eye problem, I said to myself, I think this lady is having eye problem. I did not tell her that first day. So I monitored her, and then I went to her. I asked her a question. Are you having eye problem? And you said yes. So immediately she said yes. I was like, oh my God. My senior brother immediately came to my mind. You know, from us, as far as you are opportune to come closer to us, we don't know the reason why you are there. We know that God has a reason for bringing you here. Even though you came in to work for us. You have been working for us for like?
I would say a month and 3.
Okay, a month
not
and
up to 2 weeks.
So
not up to 2 months.
And I asked you this question, I think, about in the first week of your, or second week?
Second week
of your job. After I asked her, she said yes. I went upstairs, I spoke with my wife. I said to her, I think Favor has eye problem. And, I just don't want to look at her. And while I know that I know what to do, because she will keep reminding me my senior brother. I told my wife said, okay, no problem. So I came back to her. I asked you, what is the problem? You said it's money. You want glasses, but it's money. And I said something. What did I say?
You asked me to go and look for an eye clinic that I can go to for checkup.
And it took you almost 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I think it took about 2-3 weeks. So, and I think I kept asking her. I think I asked her about 2 or 3 times. How far? And she was telling me that she was still looking for a cheaper place. Until that fateful day, my wife said, no, Oya, she has to go with us. And we went to a clinic. So what happened there?
So when we got to the clinic, I got tested. And that was when I noticed that it has even become much, much worse than the last time I checked, which was 2023. And then I got tested. I received a prescription for glasses, prescription for eye drops, and supplements for my eyes. So, and everything was paid in full.
Okay, before that, I told you that your money will be deducted every month. I told her I will pay, but I will be, reducting her money every month until the money is fully paid. So I don't know, maybe because of that, I think when I said that, I realized maybe that is the reason why it took her. That's what I told my wife. I said to my wife, it's because I said maybe I will be reducting the money every month. That's why she doesn't really want to go. But I said to myself, if that is the reason why, then that means Favor is not serious, because you don't know what you are doing to your eyes. You understand? So, but thank God, after we finished doing that, we paid fully. And when we came back home, comes a shocker. So what was the shock?
So,
After you collect the glasses?
yesterday, when I took the glasses yesterday, I went upstairs and I told them I told my bosses that I've gotten the glasses. And then they said, okay, Mommy Jenny asked me, how do I feel? And I told her I feel much better. I feel good. And it felt like it was, the whole world looked colorful again. I could see colors. I could see people's faces. Even many people on the streets.
Tell us the story from the when we came out
Okay.
to coming back home, and what we are doing when even when we came to my wife's room. So just tell us the story.
Okay, as soon as I stepped out of the clinic with the glasses, I started looking everywhere because everywhere felt so new to me. It was like I was coming here for the first time. I was just smiling throughout. People were staring at me like I was crazy, but I didn't care because they didn't know how I feel. They didn't know how I felt. For me, it felt like they've been taking their ability to see clearly for granted. And I was just excited. I was just smiling. I could look at the sun. I could look at people without having to strain my eyes. And then on the way back, I was greeting everybody because I was just excited. I was greeting, and people were looking at me strangely, but I didn't care. I was coming back home. When I got to the gates, everywhere looked so new. I was like, so this is how these houses look like. I didn't even know. I was dancing. As soon as I entered the gate, I was dancing. I was coming in. Even the gateman was looking at me somehow. There was somebody in the compound starting his car. He saw me. I saw him, but I wanted to stop, but then I was like, you don't understand how excited I don't care if you think I'm crazy. Yes, I'm crazy. I'm happy. I entered inside the house. Everyone was looking so bright. All the colors were popping. I went upstairs. I knocked on the door on Mommy Jenny's room. She opened the door and then I could see her face clearly. I could see her skin. The first thing I told her was, Auntie, your skin is glowing. That was when she even noticed I had the glasses on, and then she was laughing. She said, so you didn't notice? I said, I didn't know. I didn't even know how colorful the whole house is. And then I came downstairs. I was looking at everything. Everything felt new. Things I can't see an ant crawling from here. It felt like a new experience. It felt totally new. Then I went upstairs and Mommy Jenny was making a video. She saw me. She was making a video of how excited I was. I was just looking all around her room. She and Ugo Iglet's room. I was just looking around. Even Ugo Iglet looked so fine. His skin was glowing.
Wow. Thank you so much.
His skin was glowing. I said,
Wow.
So these are the people I'm even working with. And just now I'm even noticing them very well. Then she asked me how I feel. I said I felt good. I explained to her how I've lost opportunities because of this eye defect. And then she asked me, what agreement did you have with Oga concerning the payment of these glasses? So I told her that he said he's going to pay for me. And then I was going to pay back instrumentally. And to be honest, at first, it shook me a little because I felt, pay back. That was when I heard the price in the hospital, my heart skipped. I said, when will I finish paying this thing? My heart skipped. But then I said, it's all for my good, so no problem. So I got back home. Then she asked me what agreement did I have, and I explained to her. I told her that he said that I'll pay instrumentally. And then she said, congratulations, because you will not need to pay again. I couldn't believe my ears. I just got emotional. I didn't even know what to do. I didn't know how to feel because miracles happen. This is a very good way to start the year. It's convinced me that this year is going to be very good for me, because for me, I feel like I encountered angels, because people think angels have to be in wings on white. telling you, fear not, for the Lord has come, asked me to visit you. But they are actually human beings that are angels. Like, human beings. It shocked me because I was calculating, because even when they told me I'll have to pay instrumentally, I said it's fine because they don't know me that well. I've not even been here for up to 3 months, so it's only normal. But then I heard that I won't need to pay back, and I was shocked because I started asking myself, what kind of people are these? Like, why? Because if I want to check it, if you want to reason it, they have no reason for them to do it for me for free. If any normal person, any average person would do the same, will give the same condition. But then they told me I didn't have to pay back, and I was shocked. I started wondering, what kind of people are these? These people are not even human. They are not human. They are definitely angels. They are angels, the angels in human form. I was dumbstruck. I didn't know what to say. I was just crying. I was saying thank you, thank you, thank you, because God answers prayers, and He has to pass through people to answer those prayers. And it's one thing for God to use you to answer someone's prayers, and it's another thing for you to let yourself be used by God. And these people they allowed God to use them, and since yesterday I felt very light. I felt very light because almost all the problems I have, they are all interconnected. They all come back to you can't see clearly. And this is not just them fixing my eyesight or them finding a solution for my eye defect. It's them opening doors for me. Like, I felt like more doors have been opened to me. I felt like I've gotten opportunities, like opportunities I used to shy away from because I can't do them because I can't see well. I can face those opportunities head on, because this has to be my top insecurity.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
It has to be my top insecurity, because even making friends and meeting with people, it tires me, because then sometimes I look at people, I'm trying to look at them, I'm squeezing my eyes to see them, and then they look at me as like I'm strange, because they don't know that I'm struggling to see. When I go to, I even noticed, so just yesterday I was thinking about it, when I go to a supermarket and I'm trying to read the price tag, the way I get close to see, I'm sure the salespeople they think I want to steal something, because then I see them following me around the supermarket, because they probably think I want to steal something, but they don't know I'm trying to read the price tag there. So this has saved me a lot. It has saved me a lot. I feel very light. I've been in a very good mood since yesterday. It's just wonderful. It's just wonderful. It's crazy and amazing how
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So, guys, believe me, I have to be honest. When she came back, she came into our room. I saw how because our picture, she went there and she was touching it. She was just looking at the pictures. She said, "Is this how big the bed is?" She was just, and after all said and done, she came down. She was just, I was shocked. We were there watching her on the video, on the camera. She was just looking, touching everything. I said to my wife, you see, this lady doesn't see. She doesn't even see. You can imagine the house that she is now almost, she has lived in this house almost a month plus. Because of, oh my God. And after she started dancing, we were just watching her. She was just dancing, I said to my wife, sometimes, God, I put herself in my senior brother's shoe. He didn't receive this help that she got. He didn't receive that help. And when I look at myself now today, I can spend any money to make sure that he got anything that he wants, to make sure that he got the best medication. But It's late. It's late. Last time we tried to, my younger sister tried to see if we can get him to Canada. He said to us, no, now I understand it also. He said, no, you guys don't want me to worry. This eye is already damaged. Blah, blah, you don't need to worry. My sister said, no, but the doctor said, as far as you are seeing before, that it might come back. He said, no, he doesn't need that. Now he's in the village. He needs people to survive. You that is watching this, you just have to put yourself in that position. You have a good sight. Suddenly, you lost both of your eyes. Just because you don't have anybody who can help financially. And that's why when we saw her, the moment I saw her, I realized that she has this problem. Her own is deep. I said, no. Because if this thing goes worse, then the trauma will not leave me. Even though that you just started work with us, you just started work 1 month plus. That doesn't mean. It doesn't matter a lot, because it doesn't really matter, because there must be a reason why you enter this house. And that reason, you see, is for you eyes. Now you might say, okay, you know what, Mr. Go, I think I have gotten my eyes. I'm a graduate. Please, I just want to go, and I'll be very, very happy because I have impacted. We impacted already in your life. And we will continue to see you grow. Because this is the reason why we came back to Nigeria. There are people who need it. There are so many people now that have already benefited from us being in Nigeria, just 5 months of us being in Nigeria. You can hear people saying, why are you guys relocating back to Nigeria? Why are you guys... Everybody must not live abroad. Everybody must not live in Japan, US, Canada, wherever. There are people who are meant to live here because there are problems, there are challenges you need to solve. And this is why we are here. Once again, Favor, we are happy that at least you get your sight back, even though that you have to use your glass to get that. But we are very, very happy for you. And as we said, we did this does not mean that... I know you are a graduate. You're not a graduate. Wow.
That's another story for another day.
Another story for another day. And all is because of this eye problem. Finance, wow.
Actually wanted to be a doctor, a neurosurgeon.
You heard it. The same thing that happened to Joy. You know Joy? Joy that stay here. Joy works for us. I think she worked for like 1 month. This is who we are anyway. We try to, my dear, because we know there are a lot of people who are going through a lot. And you need people who you know that they are genuine to help out. Joy started working as a cleaner for us here, just for 1 month. And we saw the potential in her. She's very, very hardworking. We called her, we said, Nne, how old are you? She said she was, I think, 20 or 21. Then why are you doing this? Parents, uncle, she said her story. She left her village in Imo State or Abia State, came down to Lagos. She was just moving around in Lagos. So we asked her, what do you want to do? She said she wants to go back to school. So many people now believe that Joy is part of this family. This is how Joy entered this family. And we can proudly announce that Joy is now in Unicar. We did everything. We paid everything. We make sure that she's there. Some people would think, no, Joy is part of this family. No, we don't know Joy from Adam. We don't know her. It's just that she came in to work for us. 1 month alone, we decided to take it on. And something goes to it. So the only thing in this life is, as we are doing, what we did for you is what you do for somebody else. You understand? And as I said, that we did this does not mean that you have to stop here. Anytime you find a better offer, better things for you to do, and you think that we can also help you out, we can also know how at all, according to them, no bad. There is the one that we can do. Yeah? So once again, guys, I have to, and in case I forgot, anyway, your mom, I got her message. She was really She said a lot. The mom said a lot, yeah. And I understand her. I understand her. But anyway, thank you guys. I have to say this is the end of this podcast, and what we are doing is what we are supposed to do. I know that there are a lot of people who don't care, who will never do that, but this is our only two way of helping in this country that we are in, because this country, Nigeria, has a lot of big problems. There are so many issues, and no matter how little you can offer your own help, it's also a welcome one. So once again, thank you so much, Favor.
Thank you for having me, sir.
Yeah, is there anything that you want to say before we?
Okay. I want to say that no matter how, in as much as the world is getting bad, it's getting terrible as the day goes by, there are still good people. There are still very good people, angel-like people. Because this, it feels like I got 10 years in one day. Just pray that out of the few good people remaining in this world, because I'm very sure that they have encountered people that have given them reason to stop being good to people. They've encountered people that ended up being ungrateful, ended up stabbing them at the back, and they have every reason to say, we are not going to help anybody again. But then you just know that it's in their nature to be good, because I've been here barely 2 months. And it's just them being human, it's just them being angels. So in all you do, pray to God to help you encounter people like Janice Limsey and Ugo Eaglet. They are a blessing to me. They are a huge blessing to me. And I pray God blesses them.
Wow, thank you so much. Amen, amen, amen. God will bless you too. So, guys, thank you so much. If you are watching from YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe. More of this kind of video will be coming your way. And if you are watching from and if you are watching from Facebook, please don't forget to follow. Thank you, guys. I remain blessed.